An oil change is one of the most basic maintenance jobs you can do on your own car. Oil degrades and breaks down over time, so to keep your engine protected and running at its best, regular oil changes are a must. In this video, we're going to show you the steps to doing this job yourself. Toyota recommend a 0W20 oil, which is a very thin grade designed for high RPM engines using variable cam control. The low viscosity also helps improve economy by reducing friction. For Project86, we have selected motul 300V 0W20 oil. This is a professional racing oil that matches Toyota's viscosity recommendation, but offers a lot more film strength. We chose this extra protection since Project86 is going to be taking a beating around the racetrack. To match the oil, you also need a high quality filter. In this case, we have chosen a TRD sports oil filter. This gives excellent filtering properties without restricting oil flow. Plus, it's red, so you know it's good. First up, we need to drain the old oil from the engine. As a quick tip, the oil will drain easier and faster if it is hot, so try to do this after the car has been driven. We start by removing the oil filler cap, and then we can remove the old oil filter. The 86 has a handy filter mount design that stops you dripping oil through the engine bay as you do this. Once we have the old oil filter off the engine, we can also remove the dipstick. This makes sure the oil can drain freely from the sump. Now we can lift the car up on a hoist, or at home you could use jack stands. Using a 14mm ring spanner, we can loosen and then remove the sump plug. Be careful here not to drop the sump plug back into your drain tray. Once the old oil is finished draining, we can refit the sump plug. We recommend replacing the crush washer on the sump plug to prevent any chance of an oil leak here. Tighten the sump plug and then we're done underneath the car. Before we fill the engine with oil, we need to fit the new filter. Before fitting our TRD sports oil filter, we're going to prime it with oil. This helps let the engine gain oil pressure faster when we start it for the first time after finishing our oil change. Once we have primed the oil filter, we also need to lubricate the rubber O-ring with a little engine oil. This prevents the O-ring from becoming damaged when the oil filter is fitted, and it makes sure we don't end up with an oil leak. We can now fit the oil filter to the engine. Make sure you follow the instructions on the filter for tightening it. In this case, we need to wind the filter on until it touches the base, and then turn it 3/4 of a turn. This makes sure the filter is tight, but not over tightened. Now we can fill the engine with our motul 300V 0W20 engine oil. Following Toyota specifications, we're using 5.4 litres. Make sure you use a clean funnel so you don't spill any oil. Note how thin the oil is as we're pouring it into the engine. This is what you can expect to see from a 0W20 oil. Once the oil is topped up, we can replace the oil filler cap and start the car to gain oil pressure. After letting the engine idle for 30 seconds, we can shut it off and check the oil level on the dipstick. The last job is to fill out a reminder for the windscreen. This sticker tells us when the oil change was done, as well as the grade of oil. It also reminds you when your next oil change is due. In our case, we're going to do another oil change in 5,000 kilometres. Just a reminder here, don't confuse an oil change with our full service. STM's performance service is much more than just an oil change. Our experienced technicians perform a range of other checks to ensure your whole car is in top condition. So there you have it. That is how to perform an oil change on a Toyota 86. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more how-to videos and more news on Project 86. Faster lap times, it lets the tail of the car just hang out a little bit and lets you get the power down a little bit earlier coming out of the tighter corners.
One thing we've experimented with throughout the day has been the different settings with turning off the traction control and the Toyota VSC Sport mode, and so we were able to get a good feel.